Okay, this is part 2, and I started to just do it over again, but I've only got so much battery, so there's that, and it just gave me a chance to go a little farther into this and save some time today. Properly pigtailed if pigtailing is an acceptable solution. That's the decision you get to make. Improperly pigtailed is red wire nuts are not rated for pigtailing. These yellow ones, that's copper to copper because, so now we've got too many junctions in this box. Okay, so just hang on with that. Primary bedroom light switch junction box is overstuffed. And then we got the gaps right in here, okay? So this compromises the fire blocking, so this box, even though it's too small, should have an extender ring and coming out of it. So we got an overstuffed box without an extender ring. So we've got it. There you are. I was looking for that screw at the end of that little last movie. I told you I'd find it. That's okay. Like I said, I also got more in the car. So if I find one, that's one too many. That's not properly pigtailed. I'm just surprised that I found pigtailing in the switch box. I was looking for low-hanging fruit. I was. I'm bad like that. Moving on along. No receptacle outlets in the hallway, only one switch. Some receptacle outlets are inoperable. We're moving on along from our sponsor. So we're coming along into the kitchen area. Got some more ideas, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about. It's the same thing. This does not have an extender ring. And I've got a, inside your report, I've got a link to Pretty Handy Girl. And it's the same thing with the light switches. Anywhere you find this, they cost about $3 a piece. Over here, this receptacle outlet. Okay, I'm glad that they have 2 on this wall, but anytime your landing pad is wider than 12 inches, you should have an electric receptacle outlet here too. Anytime your landing pad is wider than 12 inches, you should have an electric receptacle outlet there too. So what did we learn? And this is both videos, the part A1, part B2. Okay, what we learned is that, and I'm going back even farther. This cover plate does not close properly. We learned about the varmint nest inside this junction box. We became aware that, like I did with the electric service panel inspection, somewhere all this aluminum ties into copper, and then the copper goes on to the load center outside. So where is that junction box? You can't just hide a junction box like this. This is a junction box. You don't want a light in here. Okay, let's take the switch out, take the light out. But we got all these wires in here. You just can't cover this over. Okay, I mean you can. You shouldn't cover it over, because then, okay, if you've got sparks going on inside, nobody can go in and do any work. Anytime you have a junction, as much as we rely on them, as reliable as they are, anytime you have a junction, you have a potential that you need to, undo the junction, redo the junction, fasten the junction, install something. There's a potential that either work, whether it's, elective or emergency, and the ground wires cut off of that. So anytime you have that, you should have a junction, and I cannot locate the aluminum to copper junctions for the main load center. It might be in the attic. I haven't been in the attic yet. Coming on along. Don't have electric receptacle outlet there. Don't have electric receptacle outlet there. We do not have an extender ring right there. As I fumble through life, if you find this somewhat whimsical, the like button is over there. And if you have trouble sleeping and you need something to bore you to death, the subscribe button is over there.